The Asian American and Pacific Islander, or AAPI, community has faced a long history of oppression, discrimination, xenophobia, and racism in the United States. Xenophobic and racist backlash in response to the COVID-19 virus has led to an increase of anti-Asian hate crimes up to nearly 150% in 2020 alone, one of the more recent being the Atlanta spa shooting on March 16th. In wake of these incidents, the Stop Asian Hate movement has increased its presence in society and on social media. I spoke with a few students on campus about what being a member of the AAPI community has been like this past year.
I've kind of hid that identity of me. While there's been times that I fully express that I'm half Filipino, there's also times that I just don't talk about it, which is kind of sad looking back that I do have to hide that part of me. I would say it was more of a choice to hide it, just because others, I feel like sometimes just don't understand, especially with the communication boundaries that come with it. That's harder. So yeah, I mean, for the most part, I've had a great Simpson experience, except for that hiding. I wish I could be more open about it and tell more people about it, because it's definitely something you should be proud of.
I think that there are fundamental things and even just additional things that the administration can do to kind of help the AAPI community, specifically giving those types of students more resources. I know that we have counseling resources and we have other types of diversity committees and diversity leaders who can lend an open ear or be available for support. But I think that these efforts aren't really helped, or these efforts aren't really supported by the administration. It's more of just a in case kind of thing, like a last minute resort. I think if they're actively trying to understand societal issues and they're actively applying it to the campus and they're actively educating themselves and other students about these issues, then we would see a greater sense of community and change.
Junior Bailey Earls' great-grandparents immigrated to the United States from Vietnam during wartime and faced many trials and tribulations when trying to become American citizens.
Just because I'm mixed, I'm not as prone to all the racism just because of my appearance, but with everything going on with COVID and the accusations of the virus, it just become more real for me, and especially for my family. I am more fearful for them because I don't know what's going to happen. Especially the experiences that my great-grandparents have gone through just to get here. It's saddening because they put in a lot of effort to become Americans.
It's important to note that you do not have to identify as AAPI in order to advocate on behalf of the community.
You do not have to be an activist or a leader or even fight against the right to be treated decently. It is not your job to it is not your job to prove to people that you deserve rights or that you deserve to be treated humanely. And it should be a campus-wide goal to erase these types of rhetorics that are targeting minority groups.
We must all do our part in helping stop Asian hate, whether that be researching materials, extending resources, or simply educating yourselves. It is essential that all members of the Simpson College community feel safe and welcome here on campus. Signing off for SCTV, I'm LaValin.